And then we got a question about a guy who's eliminated both of these quarterbacks within the last two seasons. Last year in the AFC Championship game, he got Lamar up out of there. This year, he got Josh Allen up out of there. And he's looking to go back to back to back for the first time in NFL history. No one else has done that. So, got to ask the people, with a win this Sunday, where does that put, with the win this Sunday against the Philadelphia Eagles, Super Bowl Sunday, where will that put Patrick Mahomes as far as quarterbacks or as far as NFL players in NFL history? I'm going to say this. I have been trying to hold on for a while to say that, Joe Montana is still the second best quarterback in NFL history. We all know consensus is Tom Brady is the number one quarterback in NFL history. He got 7 Super Bowl titles. I mean, there's nothing you can just say about that. He got 7. But Montana, 4-0, and 11 touchdowns, 0 interceptions in the Super Bowl game. So he's been pretty much perfect. But Patrick Mahomes has 3 in his first 5 seasons in the NFL.
7 straight championships, man.
7 straight AFC championships. Since he's become a starter in the NFL, the AFC championship is the Chiefs Invitational. You can pretty much say that.
Chiefs Invitational.
If Patrick Mahomes wins this Super Bowl on Sunday, I think it's without a doubt. It's without question. He's the second best quarterback ever to play, and probably the second best player to ever play. People might have a lot. People may say, no, you still got to talk about prime. You still got to talk about Jerry Rice. I get it. I love Jerry Rice. That's my goat. That's my goat. I'll tell you that right now. But Patrick Mahomes deserves it, man. No one else has been on a run like this. And he will have done something that has never been done in the NFL. To three-peat.
It's true.
To three-peat. And it's crazy, Lamar. I found out who came up with the word three-peat. And he's a part of the Miami Heat organization. Pat Riley, the Godfather. He came up with it. He trademarked it. He's the first person to say that, and he trademarked three-peat. So if they three-peat, guess who's going to make some money off of that? Pat Riley. So I have a small interest in them three-peating just so Pat Riley can make some money. But other than that, it don't really matter to me.
So finally, you did something right. Wake up.
Finally. Although I'm not mad at Pat for what he did for the trade deadline. I think that's pretty okay. I'm fine with what he did. I don't like what I'm hearing that he did when he had a meeting with Jimmy back in January. I heard that he was crying. I don't know what's up with that, Pat. But yeah, I think Patrick Mahomes definitely solidifies himself as the second best quarterback overall in NFL history if he wins that, because that'll be 4 championships and 5 Super Bowl tries. So that would be ridiculous for him. I mean, it's nothing else you can really say about him when it comes to that. And that definitely puts him in the GOAT conversation. I think people have already been talking about him being in the GOAT conversation. The top 3 quarterbacks in NFL history is Patrick Mahomes, Joe Montana, and Tom Brady. There's still arguments that go for Joe Montana right now, but there's nothing you can say about it if Patrick Mahomes wins this one, and it's a three-peat. Like I said, no one else has ever done this. No one else has done this. The last team to go, back to back was, them. They don't went back to back. Before them, it was Tom Brady and the Patriots to go back to back. So he will have done something that Tom Brady hasn't done, Terry Bradshaw hasn't done, Troy Aikman hasn't done, John Elway hasn't done, Peyton Manning hasn't done. You can name any quarterback in NFL history that has a Super Bowl championship. No one has ever three-peated. Not one. So that's something that will solidify that. And then his career is still going. He's just now entering his prime for real. So his career is still going. He still has at least another 7-8 years to go in the NFL and play at this kind of a level, kind of. So some people may say he may have another 5-6 years to play at this level. I mean, he hasn't had a major injury to where he's had to be out for an entire season or nothing like that. He's
True.
been pretty much healthy. He's had knick-knack injuries here and there, and we know he always has some kind of an ankle injury going into the Super Bowl. That's happened almost the last 3 times he's gotten here. So I'm just for real. I think it's without question that Patrick Mahomes will be in the GOAT conversation. I still don't think people will be able to call him the GOAT yet because he still has only 4 championships to Tom Brady's 7. So
Mm.
that will be something that would be discussed even further. But he definitely solidifies himself as he's already the best quarterback in the league. But
Oh yeah.
he'll be in that conversation with Tom Brady alone. It'll be just him and Brady. It won't be him, Brady, and Montana. It'll be just him and Brady if he wins his championship on Sunday.
Yeah. True. I mean, we're in the Mahomes era. I gotta do something like Skip. Is it my turn? Right? I just wanted to do that. Right? I just wanted to feel like it's my turn. But we not the other stuff. He's allegations. We ain't gonna mess with that. So anyway, right? Yeah, we are in the Mahomes era for sure. I mean, that's without a question. I think if he three-peats, then like you said, that's something that nobody has done before. So now you have a legit argument. If you want to try to make an argument for the GOAT right now, you could. I don't think it would really hold too much just yet. But I would say at this point it would be Brady 1A, Mahomes 1B. I wouldn't even put him as 2. I would put him right there as in now he's like that close. And this is how I feel about it. You know, call me a conspiracy theorist or not, right? I don't take nothing from Brady. I got much respect for Brady. I think the last 4, especially that last one, when you go to another team and then win in another place the first year, Brady just clearly lets you know he's GOAT status, right? But the first 3, the only thing I got to say about that, he wasn't the main guy with the first one. Those first 3 years at defense was really stacked. Plus, that was before they got caught with the Spygate. And 2 out of those 3 teams all mentioned it felt like they knew what we were going to do before we called the play. And then you only win by a field goal. So I got a little asterisk. I got respect for him, but I got asterisks for those first 3. But that's neither here nor there, right? But what we see from Mahomes, the closest comparison I have was before Kobe and Shaq broke up. Mahomes is doing what Kobe was on track to do with Jordan. Because if you think about it, they got close to 4-peating. Shaq got hurt that year, if I'm not mistaken. But they won 3 in a row, and then the Spurs ended up beating them in the playoffs, and the Spurs won. Right? Anybody that was going to come out the West was going to beat the Nets. Right? No offense to them. They just didn't have enough. And then they had a chance to actually win 4 out of 5 years. Right? They had Gary Payton, Carmelo, but all that stuff was going on. The Colorado thing with Kobe, Malone was supposedly hitting on Vanessa and everything. So you had a whole bunch of stuff going on, and he still made it to the finals. So yeah, I think at this point, Mahomes will be 1B without a question. I'm gonna just throw this in there real quick for time's sake. Maybe not me. I don't know if y'all watched it. I'm not gonna put his, it's Dreamers Pro, right? Look, I'm gonna do some research, and if anybody wants to do the debate later on, maybe in a year, I might have to defend my man Kobe. I've been doing a lot of research on Kobe versus LeBron, and I do not recall my memory of me ever saying LeBron now has surpassed him. I'm just saying that's for me. So saying, I might have to. I don't really do a bunch of research on that type of stuff, but if not me, I'll find somebody to do it, and I want to see that. So
Lamar coming up here with some controversy, man. It's it's crazy because you might be right. I don't know if I ever heard anyone say that while Kobe was playing that LeBron surpassed him. I don't know if I heard that. I know some people were just saying that he was the best player in the league, but I don't think anyone ever said that he passed Kobe. So that's a conversation that may need to be had. I know someone in Go James Kingdom is gonna disagree with that because those guys automatically they they love LeBron. They said LeBron is king. They say his whole name LeBron Ramon James Jr. something like that. I don't know, something like that. So they or senior, I can't remember, but they.
Hey Dave, and last thing, there's a difference between being the GOAT and the BOAT. Greatest and best are not the same thing.
Exactly.
Right? So that's another thing.
Man, Lamar coming up here with some fire. Okay, okay, okay. All right, Lamar.